Well, I am back and the workshop has been suffer some changes. As you can see by here, we now have some more multi-block structures, but they are not functional yet. Have this basic one here and the future one here. I have set up the MEA system to help me with the automation of my multi-blocks, like the industrial blast furnace and all the stuff here. And I made the change that I said I'm gonna make. We have now 2 universal macerators here, and this place is for the demo centrifuge that we're going to do this episode. And I started to already automate some of the recipes that are gonna be required for a good chunk of time, at least. And here we have the place where we're gonna put all the nuggets together into a single one. There's something strange that as you can see, I had to place some shutters here because for some reason the output of the crafting table accepts this back stuff, so I had a dusty completed here, get out to the pipe and go back into the auto crafting table, making an infinite cycle, just wasting power. This one is for tiny, just both set to output only when you have 9 of one item. Small, and have 4, and nuggets, that is empty. I don't even think I'm gonna need that after all, because that's not much nugget producing stuff here. But now, see, we have all the changes here. We have this IC system moved from here, from this place here. And as you can see, it has no power. And here we have my assembly CPU with stuff. Increased to be a 4x4. So to have more space for the more recipes I am making and the future one that I'm gonna need to make. And the reason this is off because it is consuming too much power, so I should not leave it on all the time. When I want to work with it, I just need to click into the it's complete here and the power is going to start to flow in. And here you have everything available for us. And as you see, you have some crafts. This is all the crafting material we can make. Very, very interesting, isn't it? It's a good way to automate the recipes. Now, that's kind of obvious. But some recipes are different from the other ones, like here, for the furnaces. We have this recipes where to craft a stack of items at once instead of this here that make it just one of time. It's beautiful because I want to have extra for this extra common stuff. So if I place just 1 to 1, when I will have to wait for it to get 0 to start to have more. But here, when it is below a stack, it's gonna craft an entire stack. So I always have a surplus of it. That's why in the past I had this recipe here to craft 2 steel machine rolls at once instead of just 1, because it's a very common material. Same thing here I have with cables. Every time it crafts something, it's gonna craft an entire stack of cables instead of just one batch at a time. This is kind of useful, but other stuff we're gonna leave it as it is. The power consumed is almost half of a medium voltage. That's why I cannot let it run directly. I don't have that much power running yet. And here we have the place to make the chipsets. I learned that I can insert and remove with the interface from any space. And the lasers can powerful actually any direction. So I could have it into the floor and the table into the top and everything else. But this is a good way to automate it. And also using the same trick that we use in the future, I could set it up to hold up materials and using a storage bus to have access to it into my system. So this is gonna make me sure that I always have one headstone on golden and one diamond chipset. And if we run out of it, like here, just take a station here, I remove it. And we have one here. I remove this one here. It should be connected to here. Oh, it's not. Well, that is complicated. I thought it was working, but it's not. So even if I remove this, everything is there. So let's just tell them to craft one for us. And as you see, everything is gonna start. Let's go pretty fast since it has 12 lenses. That's a lot of power. And when it's done, it's gonna output into the interfacing and it's gonna return to the system. So do not require here. Such is life. But this is not completely using power all the time because I had changed the setup here. Have here the 3 meters when the headstone good chipset is less than 1 and the diamond as well. So when they are below, they're gonna activate the extract, so we're gonna power the lasers. So they're not consuming power all the time. And as you can see here, this is still the old ceiling, but here we start to replace it with construction 4 that we have here. And I forgot to show it has different modes: single block, 4 meters, and 3x3x3. I'm using 4 meters to make it a ceiling. So this is more protective and also can be. I still did not even make this cables here, but how can we fix it with just a single spray? That's very simple. Same stuff with the other ceiling here. But probably already noticed that they have tons of holes here because it's easy to go up and down to configure the interfaces and everything else with the outer ceiling for the roof to stop us seeing, because roof is this stuff here. And speak of which, for some reason it is transparent. Has some solar panel here, but it is producing power even though it is covered with the slabs. So the slabs can't act as transparent, or I don't know. And so that I kind of got worried that it might cause my electric machines to explode. So I'm a little bit worried about it. Now, but as I said, everything is starting to fall into pieces. Still having a lot of automation to do. I noticed that I still did not have access yet. I start to actually to regret to do this because I forgot that electric is such a hard laboring stuff to do. There's so much stuff yet to do, and because this is not the vanilla version, we got all that steps to complete. I don't think I'm gonna end it well. We have the advanced mine we can make now. That is beautiful. unrequired teleporter and an advanced machine casing. A minus and an MEFE. I taught the system how to make MEFE. So begin. And you see that they're gonna to craft the energy crystals. But they are into the compressors around here. It should be here. Sometimes it happens that the recipe for some reason don't finish or stuff. That's because of the shift click. You can just come here and do this, and it is here, but it's not actually here because some data of character you don't carry on, and that causes the recipe to not finish. I'm just missing the teleporter. Just. It's insane to make more glass. Well, that's a problem. You're gonna wait for all the glass to be melted to continue the recipe. I can just cancel it and go it again. And it's finished. Advanced miner ready. I just need to do the scanner. Yes, I didn't make any scanner yet. First is this one here that I am missing. The battery that I already have, and indeed a gold case down here. Just need one, isn't it? Yes. So let's just make it by hand. Here we go, go to 18K. Make this odd scanner, and the odd scanner can be used to make this thing here, the all value scanner. This is pretty useful, but not in the past because it's still the old way. I cannot charge here, is it? Let's say just the value, but doesn't say how many are actually is there. This is almost pretty much set to starting working on that. But as I said earlier, now I need to make it the laser. Because the laser is very important for our people, for us people. Have the coolants, for lengths, titanium plates, the circuit has alloy only means making. We are missing is the energy crystals. And here it is, energy crystal, mining laser. Laser time! And I'm gonna require at least more 4 of this because I require 2 to make the partner storage. I require 1 to make the thermocentrifuge, and I require only 3. Oh, that's better. That's really good. This is the coils. Coils or motors? Coil and motors. So 3 of you. And 1 of the motors. Missing to I think casings. And here we go, put the mining laser. Thermocentrifuge. Ooh. Now we are talking. Now we can finally process the uranium to be the stuff I want it to be. I don't have any here, do I? No, I don't have it here, but it's supposed to be like this. But we do have a problem here because I don't think I actually need to have the on place just for the thermocentrifuge. Because it's just a as far as I know, 2 recipes that use it. So I could actually stick it here to make it work. But I don't know about that. Therefore, now let's place it here. Since I already made my bed, I will lay on it. Man, you're probably laughing at me for a very long time, don't you? Because I never actually checked the recipes. Because I was thinking to the old recipe for the uranium. You need to purify it and then thermocentrifuge to get the tiny piles of uranium 235. But that's not the case. You get a tiny pile of plutonium here. And this diffused or only give about a chance to get in thorium. It's really not what I was hoping to find. So I could have processed the uranium to make the fuel not long ago, because to actually get the uranium 235, I need to centrifuge 4 uraniums to get 1 tiny pile of it. And I was gonna gain 1 tiny pile of plutonium. So that leaves the thermocentrifuge for only 1 single recipe. Do you remember that shell we get from the end? Processing to get the verified copperite. The copperite, if thermocentrifuged, like a this and this, have a chance to yield iridium dust when the vessel pulverizes it, because the purified one only gets nickel, and nickel. Oh, yes, nickel. I don't nickel. I want iridium more than nickel. So that means only 1 recipe, actually. What a surprise. I used the fuzzy export into the industrial grinder, so I had to set the filter here. So anytime I drop any resource into the terminal center, it goes straight to the industrial grinder. And it gets processed as it should. Forget to muffle it. And there we go, our little uranium is getting crushed. Then it should be getting centrifuged here. Why aren't you working? Here we go, the filter was not set up correctly. Everything should be arriving in there. I hope so. Now this. As it should be. Let's grab our hazmat and transport. I don't remember, but I don't think it is actually dangerous to go. And yeah, nothing said any ore after that. Things seems okay now. And of course, when stuff are ready, they're gonna actually cover everything into plates. Not gonna leave it there like it is right now. Gonna cover it nicely, so it don't be ugly as this. Why are you missing 1 plate there? So we're gonna place another layer of iron frames. Look at that, we end up with 9 plutonium dusts. That's very useful. You can just convert them in ingots and use them to make fuel rods, making MOX. And later on to make my twined LTG fuel. Things get back so fast now. Now that it's passed, I can start to think on build the nuclear reactor, so I can have a little more power to process stuff. But now that I have the advanced miner, I need to start to go actually mine the desert to get a lot of ruby dust, because things that require most now is the advanced. Machine casing, and for that it requires a lot of chrome. Even to make this one is chrome and titanium. Oh my, that's a lot of chrome. So until I get my small head field to be automated and running on its own, making some ruby and chrome for us, that's going to be, need to go find natural. But while we are that, let's make that implosion compressor. We might require it later on. We're just missing a compressor. The recipe. So let's order one. It's crafting the machinery hose. Here we go. That compressor. Implosion compressor. That's not the we require now. It's just for even for the future to make some stuff. But for now, let's just place it here. Not see the light, but it is completed. I don't have the messaging of the structure incomplete. I really need to make some holes to get it up here quickly. Green light, it's good to go. That's once the freezer, but for that I'm gonna require those advanced casings. That's why I told before, maybe I will not even finish this let's play on the past, because that is just so much to do. I forgot that Infitech had this little problem. It's not something you can start today and finish it in like a month. I have been playing this for quite a while actually. It is already more than 100 hours. That's a lot of time. Well, made it a lot from crystal, but I cannot charge it because it is a extreme voltage, and I only have a medium voltage. I have only high voltage available. So I start to make a large charger from GregTech itself. Is it down? And it have 16 watts. But it's only low voltage. Now it's medium. Now it's high. And for the next one, it's require actually special transformer, isn't it? Let's take a look. And it is the high voltage. Why? And we transform. This one here, and this one is. I'm gonna take a while. And it is here, high voltage transformer upgrade. Here's one. I see this one here. And now you can receive the input of external voltage. Now that is a cool thing to do. I also have here an HV transformer. set up in that direction. And just go there. So here we go. And no boom. Now let's grab our laptop crystal and see if we can charge it here. Yes, we can charge it here. That's good. That's very good. Here we are at the site to start digging. So with 130, luckily smoking, I dug those to get some stuff that I don't want it to mine. Some ecolite, marble, sandstone, dirty, gravel. So I'm not going to fill the chest into an instant. Let's place a large charger here, and I should be able to place it out, and it should start working. Oh, right, I forgot. I'll like this single level to Hudson 80. And should starting working. And here it is. Get some cactus and some sand first. I don't think get this sandy at this moment gonna be a good idea. So let's leave this sand out of it. Now, place a single chunk alone. Increase the... No, it's okay. It's a good distance. You don't go that far actually, but it is okay. So that's going to be it for this little episode. This is Longard. See you again.